All right, folks, only 3 games left in week 4. A huge game behind me. The Ravens and the Bills just kicked off a few minutes ago, and Derrick Henry just took it for 83 yards to go up 7-0. And it's pretty amazing. Derrick Henry, when he got out in the open field, was still the fastest person on the field at 30 years old. It was pretty incredible to see. But what a Sunday of football it was. Every game, it seemed like in the noon window, was coming right down to the last minute. Close finishes all over the place. 5 muff punts today during the Sunday games, and it was just an incredible day of football. It was so much fun. So 5 things. Number 1, the Vikings, 4-0, remain undefeated, and they go into Green Bay and really took it to them. The final score was close. Green Bay had a flurry late, but the Vikings look really good right now, and I think they have the best 1 through 3 wide receiver combination in the NFL with Jefferson, Addison, and Naylor, and now that Addison has come back. And Sam Darnold is playing incredible. 3 more touchdowns today. He has 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions on the season, and right now, I think he's the MVP. And what was really incredible was they were up 28-0. The Packers come back and they get within 6, and Darnold just goes right down the field and scores a field goal. Hit several open receivers, and I thought he just played really well today. I am really excited about the Vikings and what they're going to do. Number 2, the Bucs absolutely hammer the Eagles. At one point, the yardage in this game was 172-0. And I don't know what the hell the Eagles are doing with their coaching, but Saquon Barkley is the best non-quarterback in the NFL right now. Last week, he had 5 touches in the first half. This week, he only had 12 touches total. He was averaging 8.4 yards per carry, and they just did not want to give him the ball. They just kept dropping Jalen Hurts back, and Jalen Hurts is not playing right now. And right now, the Eagles, their coaching is terrible. They should be 1-3. Luckily for them, they're 2-2. But that was really pitiful today, and they could not stop Baker Mayfield at all. And Baker's playing really well as well. Only 2 quarterbacks have 8 touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns this year. One is Josh Allen. The other is Baker Mayfield. Number 3, the Jets. Aaron Rodgers sacked 5 times today. They lose to the Broncos. They miss a field goal at the end, but only 9 points. Even though it was raining hard today in MetLife Stadium, only 9 points against that Broncos team that I don't think is very good. Aaron Rodgers sacked 5 times, and rushing the ball, they were averaged 2.8 yards per carry today. Breece Hall, who I think is a very good running back, had 10 carries for 4 yards. That is absolutely pitiful. The offensive line play was absolutely horrendous for the Jets today, and they fall 2-2. And before the season, I said I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they'll be around 8-9, 9-8, somewhere in there. And looks like I'm fairly accurate so far through 4 games. Number 4, the Colts. The Colts win, and they win their second straight to go to 2-2. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I think Anthony Richardson has been horrible through the first few games. He misses so many layups, and you could see it. When Joe Flacco came in, this team was completely different. I think Joe Flacco showed it last year. He's showing again this year that he should be a starter in this league. Look at Joe Flacco's stat line. 16 of 26, 168 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the Colts get a huge win versus the Steelers, who were playing outstanding on defense. This team is, right now, I know Anthony Richardson's young. He has a ton of talent, but the team is just a lot better with Joe Flacco at quarterback than Anthony Richardson. I hope he continues to start and let Anthony Richardson develop a little bit. And number 5, the Chiefs. It felt like the Chiefs really got it rolling today for the first time this season with about 8 minutes left. They're 4-0, but with 8 minutes left, they had nothing going. They had a fumble. Mahomes had a terrible pick. They had a penalty that took them out of field goal range, and they were just playing terrible, and they had nothing going for them. Mahomes hits the 53-yarder to Xavier Worthy, and then from there on out, they scored 17 unanswered points, and it could have been a lot more. I thought this was from the 8-minute point in the first half through the end of the game. I thought this was the best game Mahomes played. I thought by far it was the best Travis Kelce looked all season. They're 4-0, and they have a 2-game lead on the AFC West. Now, the bad news is the report just came out that it sounds like Rashid Rice has a torn ACL and will be out for the year. That is a devastating blow for them. Right now, their top 2 wide receivers are out for the year. Hollywood Brown has not played yet this year. It sounds like his season's over. Rashid Rice sounds like his season's over. So right now, they're basically going to lean on Worthy at their wide receiver position. They got Juju Smith-Schuster, who has 1 catch this year, I believe, and Watson, who is kind of more of a 4th or 5th type wide receiver. So it's going to be a lot of Kelce and Worthy ability moving forward. So it's going to be really challenging for the Chiefs to repeat, going for the three-peat. I don't know if they can do it now with Rice out. He was really by far their best wide receiver, and I think turning into a top 5 wide receiver. But they get the win today. They're going to be in the playoffs. They already have a 2-game lead, but we'll see how this goes throughout the rest of the season. So that's what we have for you tonight. Look forward to talking to everyone Wednesday night.